Why, hello everyone, and welcome to the Truly Odd Podcast, where we bring you the latest in game news and movie news. I am your host, Joe Garcia. So grab your controllers, get your popcorn, and let's dive right on in. Jumping into our game news topics of the day, our first topic is Silent Hill F Japan trailer has dropped. Now, I'm not a big Silent Hill fan, at least not the modern one. I do remember playing them as a kid, and I remember being scared shitless, so I stopped playing it. I think Silent Hill's the reason I don't like playing scary video games. And I don't know what it is about. I could watch scary movies all day, but I don't know what it is about scary video games. But I think it's because you're just controlling the character and you're really in depth into the game, and you're just too involved. I feel and jump scares scare the shit out of me. I remember Fear was a big terrifying game for me. And yeah, this Silent Hill F Japan trailer is really cool, and this game looks like it's gonna be crazy, wild, scary. There's a scene where the girl's face is peeling. I'm very curious what how it's gonna end up being, and I think if I remember correctly, I read a disclaimer for the trailer that it watch out because for suicidal things, gender dysmorphia, and all a bunch of things like that. So yeah, they're really gonna dive deep. I think Japan probably is some of the best at horror, not only video games but movies as well, along with Korea. But Japan just knows how to do it, and I think it's because most of the time here in the United States when they make horror movies, it's a bunch of jump scares, loud noises that terrify you, and I think Japan really has it down that it's scarier not seeing what's terrifying. Your imagination is the most scary thing you could have, and that is exactly what they utilize in Japanese horror. So this game is probably going to be very wonderful, crazy, and I will not be playing it, but maybe I'll watch some clips and things like that. And who knows if we get a nice following here, and you guys want me to play it, and you want me to record myself being scared shitless, we'll end up doing that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are you excited for this Silent Hill F video game? On to topic number two. Rainbow Six Siege X. A trailer is dropped, and we have an open beta coming on March 13th, which I think was yesterday. So, open beta should be right now. So, March 13th through the 19th. So, if you're a fan of Rainbow Six Siege and you're checking out the new Rainbow Six Siege X and you want to check it out, right now is the time to check out the beta. Betas are always good. It helps studios understand what they need to improve on and take a lot of notes from the players themselves and push a release if they need to. But this game doesn't, I don't think it has an official launch date, but I think it has an official launch window for around June 2025. So that's going to be about 3 months away, 4 months away. So yeah, if you guys are excited for Rainbow Six Siege, me personally, I tried playing the first Rainbow Six Siege, wasn't really a fan, and just sometimes games aren't for certain players, even though you can appreciate that the games can be good and entertaining for others. But for me, it just wasn't my go-to type of game. But I'm very excited for people that really enjoy this series and this franchise. I want them to do a Rainbow Six Vegas remake. If you know that game, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, what do you guys think? Rainbow Six Siege X. Let me know what you guys think down below. On to our third topic of the day. Nintendo Switch 2 could cost 400 to 500 according to Analytics. This is something we had already spoken about in the past about what the cost of the Switch were going to be. But I think as we get closer to when the release date will be, which is rumored for a June release date, which I don't think is the case because we've only seen one trailer so far, and they really haven't done a marketing push, and that's only 3 months away. While 3 months is a good window, I feel like they would need to do a little more of a marketing push before they release. I'm thinking more holiday this year before they release that. But anyways, the reason for the price jump to 400 to $500 is because of the new chips that they're going to be using in the Switch. And I really don't think that really matters as far as like what they're going to utilize, because let's face it, inflation has gone up, and the original Switch, which had good technology at its time of release, was around the $400 $300 mark, and so it just makes sense for it to be the same, if not a little more, because you have newer technologies. That's just generally how it works out. But analysts like to break it down to the nitty gritty and let you figure out what the details are for these purchases. But I'm really looking forward to the Nintendo Switch 2. I don't think I'm going to be buying it right away. I think my lady probably will. So we will have a new Switch in the house that I can play and possibly review for you guys, give you guys my opinions on it when it is released. And yeah, what do you guys think? Will you be buying this Nintendo Switch 2 for $400 to $500? Are you hoping for a June release? Me personally, I think it's going to be holidays. But what do you guys think? Let me know. And on to topic number 4. While this is not a big game necessarily, I just wanted to talk about it because I think it's actually underrated, and you guys might laugh at me, but PowerWash Simulator 2 announcement trailer has dropped, and I'm excited for it. It's funny. I was like, "What PowerWasher Simulator?" And I remember my best friend who was playing it with his son, my godson. They were playing it, and he's like, "Hey man, you gotta jump on this PowerWasher Simulator with us and check it out." So we all got online. I downloaded the game. It was free on PlayStation Plus when I got it, and I downloaded it. We all played it. We jumped online together, and it was probably the most fun I had in a stupid little power wash simulator. We all went around this house cleaning things, washing them up and talking, laughing and telling stories and catching up, and it was just like a relaxing thing. And even after I got offline with them, I ended up playing the game a little bit because I wanted to unlock the most powerful washer that they had, and I ended up playing it quite a bit. And we would jump online from time to time. We still do from time to time. We jump online and we just go around washing. We finally got to the final level where we washed that giant pyramid. It took us forever, but we, like I said, we were talking and stuff. And I think this is I think it's a good game to record a podcast on because you can sit there and wash. Someone could watch it, and then you guys could just talk, vent to each other, tell each other what you guys need to tell each other as friends or whatever. But I'm excited for Power Wash Simulator 2 because I get to spend that time with my godson and my best friend, and I think we're all gonna end up purchasing it together. And I know it's dumb, but I highly recommend you guys check it out. You might enjoy it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you even care about Power Wash Simulator 2? Me, looking forward to it. Moving on to our last topic of the day. Split Fiction hits 2 million sales in its first week. And wow, we just talked the other day about how Split Fiction hit 1 million copies sold in 2 days. So for it to hit 2 million in 1 week is really, really awesome. I'm sure that the studio is very, very happy for themselves and very proud of what they've accomplished here for this game. And what a wonderful, wonderful game it is. I've been able to play it so far with my girlfriend. We haven't finished the game yet. We're hoping to finish it this weekend since we both have free time. And just such a good game. What a great story. Wonderful characters. And I really dove into the Zoe and I think it's Mio character. They're wonderful characters, great voice actors. I don't know what their names are, but they do a phenomenal job here. And they do the typical, not to spoil too much, but they do the typical corporate billionaire evil guy. At least so far, I haven't finished the story. I don't know how it's gonna end. So they do that typical stuff, but other than that, the in between stories and the little side missions too, the side stories, just so wonderful, so fun. We just recently did one, not to get too spoilery, but we did one that involves like pencil kind of drawings, and oh my god, that was so much fun. We really, really enjoyed that. And I look forward to playing this with my brother too. As soon as I finish playing with my lady, probably this weekend, I'm gonna be jumping on with my brother. His work schedule's weird. He has Mondays through Wednesdays off, so me and him will probably jump on the game and check it out ourselves as well. I'll probably move over to the Mio character because I'm on Zoe right now. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Are you excited that Split Fiction is doing so well so far? Are you hoping for the continued success of this game? Have you been playing the game? Let me know what you all think in the comments down below. Moving on to our movie news topics of the day. Freakier Friday trailer drops, and this was a good trailer. I'm trying to bear the lead here, but I didn't like the fact that there was two new characters that were switching bodies with our original ladies, and that's because I just really wanted to focus on Jamie Lee Curtis his character and Lindsay Lohan's character, but that was just me being greedy. I knew they were eventually going to have another, swap of people, but I thought it would have been maybe with just Lindsay Lohan's daughter. I thought all three of them would have switched. So I don't know who this other girl is. Maybe she's a foreign exchange student. Maybe she's an adoptive daughter. It was unclear from the trailer from what I saw. But other than my gripe that there's going to be other ladies, I'm very excited to see this movie because Jamie Lee Curtis is just hands down one of the best actresses in the world, in my opinion. I love her. I love everything she does, and yeah, her work in the Halloween movies and her work in any other project she does. True Lies, what a wonderful film! She does phenomenal in that movie. But anyways, I don't want to hype up Jamie Lee Curtis too much, but this movie specifically, it looks like a lot of fun. It looks like the characters are having a good time. It looks like Jamie Lee Curtis is doing a wonderful job. Lindsay Lohan looks like she's having fun, and it looks like we're gonna have to. I'm curious how these young ladies are gonna act as older Jamie Lee and older Lindsay Lohan in the younger bodies. You know, seeing it has the original Freaky Friday had a lot of that, and it was a lot of fun. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Are you excited for the Freaky Friday movie like I am? Moving on to our next topic, F1 trailer drops. Now, I've been looking forward to this F1 trailer because it comes from the director of Top Gun Maverick, and he did a wonderful job when he directed that film. You know, the cockpit scenes and the flying scenes were, you know, had you at the edge of your seat and you felt like you were part of the plane. And so I'm very curious how he's going to do this with the Formula One race, getting you into the cars and moving at those speeds. And I'm sure that they did crazy filming as they did for Top Gun, so that's very exciting. And right, it looks like Brad Pitt is shooting for an Oscar in this film. He looks like he's giving it his all. He's putting his all into it, and so are the other actors. It looks like a phenomenal movie. You know, I think the most recent movie, Ford v Ferrari, was a very wonderful movie. It was, I think, that was nominated for an Oscar, and I think F1's going to be this year's Ford versus Ferrari, and what a wonderful movie it looks to be, and I'm very excited to check it out. I highly recommend you guys check out the trailer. It's in the description down below, and go ahead and let me know what you guys think about that trailer. Oh man, we're jumping right through the topics today, aren't we? Moving on to topic number 3. Last night I had the chance to watch Novocaine. Now, movies are always say that their release dates are on the Friday, but the truth is most movies are dropped that Thursday before. You know, they used to do the midnight releases, and then they moved it to 10 o'clock, and then they moved it to 8 o'clock, and then they moved it to 6 o'clock. So now Thursdays are kind of the movie releases for new movies, but the release date will still be that Friday, so they count it for the weekend box office. Anyways, just to give you that as that information. But I got to see Novocaine yesterday, which is coming out this weekend, and I had a lot of fun with this movie. It really was entertaining. It wasn't, you know, crazy action packed like John Wick, you know, so don't look forward to that, some stuff like that. But there was very creative and funny things they did with the character, seeing as he doesn't feel pain. You know, one of the funnier scenes, you see it in the trailer. He has like an arrow in his leg, and someone's pulling on it, and he's faking like he feels it, and he's in deep pain. And that scene was hilarious. The acting was fine in this movie. You know, the characters, you really got into their story and what was being told. But you know, the downside to this movie, I'd have to say, it was very predictable. Me and my brother called out a lot of the, you know, the twists, the turns of what was going to happen, how he was going to do certain things, you know. So those were the predictable moments for this film. But you know, this film is more just for the entertainment and the laughs, more than the, you know, Shakespeare, I guess you could say. So yeah, this movie, I give it an overall, I give it a 7 out of 10. I had a really good time. I would love to see it again if I get the opportunity. Uh, and yeah, I would definitely recommend this to you guys. But let me know what you guys think. Have you seen Novocaine? Are you looking forward to watching it? And hopefully it does well this weekend, because I like Jack Quaid. Jack Quaid's a fun guy and fun actor, and he I love him in The Boys, and I hope for his success in his career. All right, guys, on to our next topic. Chalk this one under the rumor mill because it's rumored that Denzel Washington will be playing Magneto in the MCU. So recently we were told that Denzel Washington will be joining the cast of Black Panther 3 as an unknown character so far. So that was exciting news, just the fact that we were going to get Denzel in the MCU. But there have been rumors going around that Denzel will be playing Magneto, and Michael Fassbender, who was the original, not the original Magneto, but played Magneto in the first class of X-Men movies for Fox. He was the younger Magneto, not Ian McKellen, but he was being interviewed, or he was on a podcast, and he was saying how this would be a wonderful idea, that Denzel Washington is, an expired casting, and I would have to agree with him. While this is a rumor, and personally, I do not think this will be the case. I don't think he'll be playing Magneto. I think he'll be playing someone else. But let's just have fun with this and assume that he is playing Magneto. So the biggest problem with someone portraying Magneto is a big part of his story, especially from the Fox X-Men movies, was that he was a Holocaust survivor. Now the sad part about that is, most of the Holocaust survivors are coming into their late 80s, early 90s, and you can't really cast for that role as of now and have him, be very agile and action packed that a Magneto like character would need to be. Yeah, he doesn't really have to move. He just sits there and controls magnetism, but you still want your actors to, be more have more mobility and do certain type of actions with their characters, and you would want to have a bit of a younger actor in the role. So they would have to change the backstory up a bit, maybe use another type of genocide that's happened in the world. There have been a lot of things in the world, sadly, that have happened, genocides and other sorts of things that they could utilize for a character like this. Basically, the main part of his character is kind of like a Malcolm X and a Martin Luther King with Professor X and Magneto. Malcolm X being Magneto, Martin Luther King being Professor X. So as long as maybe you can even create a false situation that happened when he was younger, some type of persecution. There's a lot of things that they could do with that. But yeah, so I think this would be a wonderful casting. Denzel Washington is a great actor, and I think and I hope this rumor is true. This is a casting that I would really really deeply admire and really really enjoy to see on the big screen, and I would love to see who his counterpart with Professor X would be. I think Denzel can really bounce off of great actors and really bring a lot to this role if he were to get it. But again, rumor. I just really hope it's true, and he would be the perfect foil for the X-Men going into their first movie or second movie, whatever, wherever they end up doing with the character. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Would you be excited to see Denzel Washington as Magneto? Are you hoping this isn't a rumor like I am? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. On to our last topic of the day. Daniel Craig to join Chronicles of Narnia movie. So right now, I think Daniel Craig is in talks with Netflix to join the Chronicles of Narnia movie. It is being helmed by, I believe it's Greta Gerwig, who was the director of Barbie. What a fantastic director she is. She's done a lot of amazing projects. I think she did a great job with Barbie. I mean, when I even heard that they were making a Barbie movie, my initial thoughts was no one's gonna see that. It's just a Barbie movie. Who cares? And she made it into something really fun and entertaining, and I enjoyed the movie. And hopefully, she could do the same with the Chronicles of Narnia. There's some rumors online that he's gonna be playing Aslan, but I don't think Daniel Craig's a good fit for Aslan, and the only reason I say that is because I feel like Aslan is supposed to have a booming voice, something like I was gonna say the original casting of Aslan, which is oh my god, why can't I think of his name? I just had it on the tip of my tongue. Anyways, from Taken, oh my god, it's gonna bother me. Hold on, guys, I need to look it up. Liam Neeson, yeah, he doesn't have a booming voice like Liam Neeson. He doesn't have a booming voice like James Earl Jones or anything like that. So I was hoping they can get someone for Aslan with a booming voice, maybe even bring Liam Neeson back. But I think Daniel Craig is just a great casting. He's really into the Netflix ecosphere, I guess you could say, with the Knives Out movie. So this would be great for him to join. But he has been very vocal about them not putting the movies into theaters. So I think with this, hopefully that'll bring us a little step closer to these movies being released in theaters. I feel it's a mistake if they don't release the Chronicles of Narnia movies into theaters and they just put it directly to streaming, because I think they're missing out on a huge bunch of money in the box office, especially if these movies are good, because Greta Gerwig's a great director. And especially if they have great casting like Daniel Craig and whoever else they bring to the roles. So yeah, but let me know what you guys think. Are you hoping they bring Chronicles of Narnia to the big screen like I do? Are you excited to see Daniel Craig in these films? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Oh man, that was a fast walkthrough for the news topics, guys. But that's a wrap for today's episode of the Truly Odd Podcast. So thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. And until then, remember, stay true and be odd.